Yo, what's going on, guys? Hope you're having a great day. We are back in the basement, and the vibes are great today. We got a three-man slip in the MLB for y'all. This will be a nice, quick, and easy video, and we need to turn this thing around because, bro, Kelsey smashed that over. Kamara sold the slip. Mahomes' interception was kind of BS, to be honest. Like, it was a bobbled pass where he hit his receiver. And let's jump right into it. So, before I tell you guys this, I want to make sure that you boys and girls are not getting robbed because, look, a lot of y'all are going to be watching me. You're going to be on PrizePicks. And I tell you this every single video. But please, if there's one time, just trust me on this, guys. Underdog is better. You're going to get a 6x on this slip instead of a 5x. So you're going to make more money. Number two, you're going to get up to $1,000 for completely free when you download it with code PISTONS. This means you put in 20 bucks, you get 30. You put in 100, you get 150. You put in 1,000, you get 1,500. So you're getting 500 free right there. You're also going to get this free winner on Brock Purdy to have more than 1 yard on Thursday Night Football to add to your slips. And on top of all of that, guys, you're also getting profit boost tokens and a lot other stuff every single day. Like literally all throughout October, they're giving you profit boosts. They're giving you discounts on players every single day of October. I'm telling you, it's the best app in the market. Get off Sleeper, get off Chalkboard, get off all these other apps. They are good apps, don't get me wrong, but they're getting the best payouts here. Trust me. So Fernando Tatis Jr., we're taking his higher than half a total run. So, as you guys can see here, he's hit this in 4 of his last 5, but more specifically, against the Dodgers, the last 2 games, he has 5 runs. This guy is red hot. He's obviously the Padres' best player. He's their superstar, the face of the franchise. And in a playoff game against the Dodgers, he's going to need to continue stepping up. It's a 1-1 series heading back to San Diego, home game, and it's a big game. Like, he's going to step up. He always does in these moments. Underdog giving us the best payouts as usual, and you can see other apps are just absolutely favoring this through the roof for him to hit with how hot he's been recently. And if we actually scroll down and look at more advanced stats, we can see Fernando Tatis Jr. is actually hitting above average against right-handed pitchers, including against Walker Buehler. He has a hit rate of .296, batting average, not hit rate. And then also Walker Buehler, he's pitching worse against right-handed batters as well. So we have all that stuff going for us. Advanced stats look good. And he's just red hot right now. So we just got to ride the hot hand and hope he can hit this for us tomorrow night. Or tonight when you're watching this. For the next pick on the slip, we're heading over to Bryce Harper on the Phillies side of the ball against the Mets. And we're going to be taking him higher than half a batter walk. So Bryce Harper in his last 15 postseason games, this won't show on Outlier, but in his last 15 postseason games, he's been walked, I believe, 18 or 19 times. Which is just crazy to even say. So he's getting walked on average like 1.3 times per game in the postseason. He is one of the best eyes in baseball. He's one of the best players in baseball, obviously. And he actually might even be the best postseason performer in baseball right now. And you're telling me against the Mets where he got walked twice in game 1, twice in game 2. Now we head back to New York. And even on the season against the New York Mets, he's hitting it at a 63% clip. It's something I really like to see. If we scroll down here, we can also see Bryce Harper against the left-handed pitchers, Sean Manaea specifically, 12.4% walk rate, which is a little bit higher of an uptick versus him against left-handed pitchers. So we have a lot of stats going for us on this one. Something I really like to see. Lock in Bryce Harper higher than half a total walk. And for those of you that are always asking me, like, besides Underdog, besides whatever it is, everyone's always saying, like, yo, what's the best app? What's the best app? What's the best app? So I'm going to give you guys my honest review, math-based honest review. And for those of you guys that don't know, like, our group, we're Pick It Verified. So everyone else on YouTube, they'll be like, oh, we're up 50 units. Oh, this is how much you'll profit. Like, yeah, like, in their, like, dumb spreadsheet where, like, you can't even see anything. Like, and even if you do see it, you don't know if it's true or not because there's no way to verify it. Pick It, they actually go in and they make sure every bet that you place is verified and then you're actually profitable. So here's our main analyst pick it, and you guys can see up 260 units on the year. So we really know what we're talking about when it comes to this stuff. We're math-based sports bettors. We're not like everyone else where we're just giving you opinions. And of course, some opinions are good to mix in here and there, but in the long run, math is what's gonna make you win. Anyway, what are my favorite apps and what are my least favorite apps? So Underdog is S tier. That's what I would say. PrizePicks is like A tier. It's very good. I don't think it's the best app in the market. We have codes for them all down below. If you're interested in joining the group, if you download any app I mention with code PISTONS in the description, you're actually going to get a free month. Just send us an email. We'll have all the instructions down below. So Rebet, this is another weird one. So if you're in any state in the U.S., pretty much, there's like 46 states except Nevada, Idaho, and Michigan. You can bet on teams. So if you want to bet on which team you think is going to win, I really recommend you guys jump on there. Better and Chalkboard. These are two really solid apps. I think Better is kind of on the come up, and they're kind of passing PrizePicks, in my opinion. I think PrizePicks is kind of trending down at the moment as we speak, and Better's trending up. I know you guys might not like Jake Paul, but his app is pretty good. It's getting better every single week, it seems like. And then the last three, I mentioned Chalkboard briefly. These are all good apps. I don't want to ever like knock any of them down, but specifically Chalkboard and Sleeper, they give you great deposit bonuses. The app functionalities are great, but in the long run, these are probably two of the hardest apps to win on, in my opinion, and if not the hardest. And it's not even an opinion. I actually take that back. It's actually statistically a fact, because they have something called a very large market width. So if you've ever bet on Sleeper or Chalkboard before, they have 1.77x payouts on pretty much everything when it's 50-50, which means if an over-under on PrizePicks is 19.5, Sleeper will put it at like 1.77x, and Chalkboard will put it at 1.77x on the over and the under. And that's really not good, because on Underdog, on PrizePicks even, what their odds translate over to, they don't tell you the decimal odds. It's actually like 1.85x. So you're actually getting robbed on those apps. So some people might be on YouTube being like, yo, you'll get better payouts in your two-mans. And it is true, but two-mans rob you on PrizePicks. They rob you on Underdog, and I recommend you even just stay away from them. So if you're a newbie, Chalkboard and Sleeper are just not for you. You really have to pick your spots on them. If you're really good at betting, you're more seasoned and more experienced, then definitely jump on them. Dabble, they give you $25 for free when signing up, but their app is pretty hard to beat, actually, to be honest with you, in the long run. Very similar to Chalkboard and Sleeper, maybe a little bit better, actually. But yeah, if you're a newbie, I recommend Underdog, I recommend PrizePicks, I recommend Better, and then I also recommend Rebet, and then if you're more seasoned, I recommend the other two. Johan Rojas, lower than half at total base. I'm sorry I went on a bit of a tangent right there, but he's hit this in 6 of his last 10, and if you actually look back at this guy's postseason career, I get he hit it last game, which obviously was like a shootout, but if you look at it back at his career, he hasn't really performed that well in the postseason for the Philadelphia Phillies, to the point where they've actually taken him out of the batting order a lot. They pinch hit him a lot, or they replace him with a pinch hitter. And on top of that, he's in there for just defense mainly. I keep saying on top of that. But he's in there for defense. He's one of the best defenders in the Phillies, out there in center field, I believe it is. But as a hitter, I don't know. He hasn't really stepped up in the postseason in the past. So I'm just going to bank on the fact that, yeah, he's not going to step up again. So as we can see right here, even Underdog giving us better payouts than apps like Draftkings. And Draftkings, they've been around longer. They know what they're doing. So when they price something that high up, it's more likely for it to hit than not. So there is your 3-man slip in the MLB. If you guys have any questions or concerns, do be sure to let me know. Catch you all tomorrow. Have a great day.